Part B here is a funky little product rule problem. I'm looking for the tangent line to this equation at x equal to pi over 8. The first thing I'm actually going to do is plug in pi over 8 to y because it's here right now. So I want to use, I'll sketch it out, I want to use y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Might be able to see that. That's point slope form. So what I'll do is I'll cross things off as I know them. I know that x equals 8 is x1, so I can cross that off. I just need to find m and y sub 1. So I'm going to do y sub 1 first. To do that, I just calculate y of pi over 8. So I'm going to plug in pi over 8 here and here. So you should see that when I plug in pi over 8, I get 2 times pi over 8, which is pi over 4. So I'm going to get sine of pi over 4 times cosine of pi over 4. Now you should be good with your trig and figuring out values like this. You should know that sine and cosine of pi over 4 are both root 2 over 2. So I actually get root 2 over 2 times root 2 over 2, which gives me root 2 squared, which is 2 over 4. So I get 1/2. Circle that in red. That is going to go in for y1. Now the only thing that I need to figure out is m. And to do that, I need to take the derivative of this black equation here. So I'll do that in green. Actually, I'm going to do it, I'm going to look at the green function as my first and the red function as my second, because I'm doing product rule here. So my y prime is derivative of the first times the second plus derivative of the second times the first. So I'm going to actually write it out a little bit more here than I did on the study guide. Derivative of the green is going to be 2, derivative inside, times the derivative of the outside, which is sine. What's the derivative of sine? It's cosine. Oops, hold on. Cosine of, and then remember, I keep the innards the same. So it's just chain rule. So that is the derivative of this piece. Now I need to go and multiply it by this piece. So notice I get cosine of 2x. So those two are the same, and in a moment I'm going to combine them into a cosine squared. But now, so that's the derivative of the first times the second. Now I need to do plus the derivative of the second, which is this thing, times the first. So I need to derive this and multiply it by that. So kind of same structure. I do the derivative of the innards. It's got a 2x. Derivative of 2x is 2. And then I get the derivative of cosine. Well, the derivative of cosine of stuff is minus sine. So I'll put the minus out front of the same stuff, 2x. And then I need to multiply by the first. So that's the derivative of the red. I need to multiply it by the green. So the green is just sine 2x like that. So as I collect my terms here, or as I simplify this a little bit, I get y prime is equal to, what this comes out to be is 2. Since I've got a cosine 2x and a cosine 2x, I write that as cosine squared of 2x. And then same deal with the other one, with sines. I just get minus, because there's a negative sign up front, 2 sine squared of 2x, like that. Now it's just a matter of plugging values in. I know that I've got 2, the cosine what was I saying? I already did, when I plug in pi over 8 for any of these, just like I did up here for this thing to get this 1/2, when I plug in pi over 8, I'm not going to wind up taking the sine of pi over 8, I'm going to wind up taking the sine of pi over 2. So I need to find, I should rewrite, y prime of pi over 8, which is going to be my y1, which is what I'm looking for right here, is 2 times cosine squared of pi over 4 minus 2 times sine squared of pi over 4. Now, if you're quick and you know your trade, you're like, oh, snap, cosine squared, sine squared of pi over 4, right? Well, sine and cosine of pi over 4 are the same thing, so these are just going to wind up canceling out and give me 0. I'll work it through anyway. So 2 times cosine of pi over 4 is root 2 over 2, but I need to do cosine squared, so I write it like that. Minus 2 sine squared of pi over 4 is also root 2 over 2, and I square it. Maybe you can see now that I'm going to wind up getting 0, but I guess I'll work it out of the way. Each of those terms is 2 times fraction 2 over 4 minus, so that is another way of writing this thing, minus the same thing, 2 times 2 over 4, which is 1 minus 1, which is 0. So, blah, 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 blah. I want to use point slope form. I take y minus, y1 is 1/2 equals 0 times, because that's my m, this thing here, x minus x1 is this value, pi over 8. You could just write this if you want as, all this stuff. You could leave it like this and it's fine. All this stuff over here is going to be canceling it out because I do 0 times that and it's just 0. So you could, if you just want to write this, y equals 1/2. That's fine. I would take either of those two answers.